What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Whoa! Welcome to UFC Fight Night, Auckland, Lewis versus Hunt. That is the fight night of ages which I was waiting for. And we have a beautiful, beautiful main card lined up for you guys between Mizuto Hirota and Alexander Volkanovski, which is going to open today. We have the co-main event between Derrick Brunson and Daniel Kelly, and with the main event Super Samoan Mark Hunt going up against the Black Beast Eric Lewis. That is what is up for today's fight night, coming in from Auckland. My goodness, it has been a very good UFC prelims on Fox Sports which has happened. Let me give you a quick update on what the hell that is before I change my settings. Real Mellow, yes sir, welcome to the channel. This is going down. Get down, as not Alexander, what's his name? The Terminator would say. Let me quickly update the thumbnail before these fighters enter the octagon. Whew. This is Fight Night Auckland. Right, sir. Right. Hopefully the audio is clear, Real Mellow. Got some new shit going around here, as you can see, compared to last week. Got a boom arm, as I would say. Alexander Volkanovski is in a 11-fight win streak right now. Finished 12 of 14 victories, 9 by knockout and 3 by submission. And he is making his UFC featherweight debut. That is how good Alexander Volkanovski is. Thank you very much for the confirmation, Real Mellow. Let us have a quick look on the undercard, which has been pretty interesting to say the least. Couple of stoppages. The first fight was between JJ Aldrich, Ultimate Fighter alumni, and Chan Mi Jean for the opener of the prelims, which JJ Aldrich got the victory in. Quickly, before we go any further, the tail of the tape gives Alexander Volkanovski 4-inch reach advantage. Mizuto Hirota, though, is 6 years his elder and 1 inch taller. That is the tail of the tape. Mizuto Hirota is riding a 3-fight win streak. This is UFC Fight Night Auckland, Lewis versus Hunt. Welcome everybody to the stream. The plus 475 underdog is Mizuto Hirota, who has a fight record of 19 wins, 7 losses, and 2 no contests. He fights out of Tokyo, Japan. That is the stats for Mizuto Hirota. I will do the recap once this fight gets over. This is the debut, the official debut of Alexander Volkanovski, who's making his featherweight debut in the UFC. He weighed in at a clean 145 pounds. His record is 14 wins and 1 loss. Only 1 loss. He is Alexander Volkanovski. As usual on the channel, we'll be letting you know where to watch these fights as the first fight and first round gets to a closure. We have some of the greatest UFC ring girls on planet Earth doing the ring work today. I do not know their names, but I'm sure they don't give a shit about me. Here we go. Round 1, they touch gloves. Volkanovski taking the center with the black trunks, the red trunks for Mizuto Hirota. Volkanovski's striking is incredible, guys. He is, if I am correct, one of the signings from Bellator or WSOF, if I am correct. Mizuto Hirota is known for his forward pressure, but he has to keep his hands down, otherwise he's going night-night. A lot of feints thrown in, by the Japanese fighter and pressuring Alexander Volkanovski at the early stages. Taped up legs for the fighter from Japan. Beautiful inside leg kick for Volkanovski, who is the favorite as per the Las Vegas odds. They clinch up against the cage. Volkanovski putting some pressure. Over under. But good defense of the takedown by Hirota till now. Maybe he's going for a trip. Good knee to the knee. Black Beast is in the house. That is correct, Mr. Dar Foggy. Welcome back to the stream. Long time listener. Dar is in the house. Let me know what you feel about the co-main and main. Meanwhile, pressure from Volkanovski. Head and arm. Oh, beautiful connection by Volkanovski. On the break, right hand. Hirota was caught napping. Oh, hard shots. Elbows to the head. Referee's close to stopping this. Hammer fists. Referee was really close to stopping this. Volkanovski though, man. Beautiful. So 1-2. Precision at its best. But Hirota still hanging in there. Trying to recover guard. Butterfly on the lower half. Volkanovski's ground and pound is precise. Up kick by Hirota. Man, he got clacked. Heel hook. Uh-oh. Oh, good recovery. Good recovery by Hirota. They're back up. Volkanovski will feel confident in the exchanges. Beautiful takedown again by Volkanovski. Oh, punches in the scramble. Beautiful level change. A double leg is coming, I guess. Beautiful trip. The pressure is real, guys. This guy looks like the future of the featherweight division. He's a little too young to face Max Bless Holloway in the UFC in terms of experience, but this guy has got some power. Power. Oh, good connection by Hirota on the break. Volkanovski just eats it for breakfast. Beautiful Sunday morning in my country right now. Good outside leg kick by Hirota. Looks like he is recovered a little bit. Wants to go for those winging punches, just like Hector Lombard would do. Swing from the hip. Oh, good connection by Hirota. Left hook lands on the money. Good jab. Oh, head movement by Hirota. Ducking a roundhouse kick does not connect for Volkanovski. Hirota's jabs are working suddenly for some reason. Outside leg kick. Returned with an inside leg kick by Volkanovski. He's going for that same punch. Right hook on the break over the top. But that is not connecting. Because Hirota realizes that that is what he needs to be careful of. Good outside leg kick by... Oh, good left hook. Right straight. Level change once more. Good sprawl by Hirota. Oh, beautiful trip. Locks the leg. Gets you down. Good stuff by Volkanovski. Great pressure. Showing real class and experience in his UFC debut. Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction, Real Mellow. He is from AFC. Oh, one more trip by Volkanovski. Oh, good knee. Mizuto Hirota is a beast to have recovered from that kind of a pounding. Referee did well not to stop this. Good knee by Hirota. Pressure against the cage. 20 seconds remaining if you want to sing this up. And I will let you know where to watch this. Oh, good left hook by Hirota again. Volkanovski is showing his cards a little too much. Good right hook once again by Volkanovski. The same punch. And they break. First round in the books and a clear dominant performance by Volkanovski as they got confused where to go in the fight corner. Man, it's a really good card today actually. If you look at it, we have Tim Elliott versus Ben Nguyen. After this is going to be a barn burner. The only fight I'm looking forward to apart from the co-main and main event. After which we have Ian Cutelaba going up against Henrique da Silva. Dan Hooker, Ross Pearson should also be an interesting fight, which will lead us to Derrick Brunson going up against a 39-year-old judoka from Australia. His name is Daniel Kelly, and he has won 6 out of his last 7 fights. By hook or crook, this guy keeps piling on the victories. And then the heavyweight clash for the ages. The Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, going up against the Super Samoan, Mark Hunt. Heavyweight action at its best. Number 6 versus number 7. Can Hunt bounce back from his loss to Alistair Overeem? Or is Black Beast a little bit too much for him? It's a really close fight. As round 2 begins, Volkanovski taking the center again with some pressure with the feints. Teep kick swatted out of the way by Hirota. Good jab by Hirota. Hirota seems to have recovered really well from that knockdown. But he still has to... Oh, good connection by Hirota. Pressure. Wants to go for that Muay Thai plum, but Volkanovski recovers with forward pressure. Tim Elliott by submission. That is what seems to be the trend these days. Oh, good connection by Volkanovski. The way he mixes up his strikes with the takedowns is a work of art, to say the least. He still has to be polished, though, for UFC competition, which would eventually happen. Oh, beautiful spinning elbow. Wobbles Hirota. My goodness. Right hook over the top. Volkanovski with some creativity. Wow, almost similar to John Jones. Beautiful double leg on the hips. Takes up half guard, but Hirota trying to get up. Man, creative striking by Volkanovski. He looks impressive. The only problem is maybe Hirota is a little too tough for him to put out, but you never know. These strikes do pile up. Hirota looks the stronger fighter, though. Oh, good right hook once more by Volkanovski. Outside leg kick does not connect. Hirota is a game opponent, to say the least. Let me tell you that. Game as they come. Oh, he went for that spinning elbow once again, but lands up on bottom, but recovers back on top. Good stuff. Good recovery. Hey, Mark Sharabim, Cavs in 7. All right, NBA fan in the house. Thank you very much for joining the stream, sir. As Volkanovski continues the head pressure against the cage. Mr. Hirota seems to have good recovery times. Good outside leg kick by Volkanovski once more. I'm not sure, Real Mellow, but can you tell me where is this AFC based out of? Is it the US or some other location? If you could enlighten me. I haven't seen AFC fights ever, so should be really interesting to check them out. A lot of feints still going on by Hirota. A good outside leg kick by Volkanovski. Man, that spinning elbow was beautiful. Good jab. Popping and going out of range immediately. Hirota wants to have that left hook land so bad that he's putting too much into the feint. Volkanovski, though, wants to get that right hand connection. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining in round 2. Looks like it's been 2 rounds in the books for the debutant Alexander Volkanovski. One more right hook connects, but jab answer by Hirota, who's fighting out of Japan in red trunks. Man, it's been a real long time that a UFC event went to New Zealand. What a beautiful country, though. A lot of my friends living there, probably going to this fight. Good MMA community in the country. Super Samoan, born in the similar area if I'm not wrong. Born in New Zealand, somewhere nearby. Hirota, though, with some good connections. 40 seconds remaining. Clinch up again, but Volkanovski seems to be slowing down a little bit in this round. Once the switch roundhouse does not connect. Oh, good right hook. Once again by Volkanovski. Hirota just keeps taking it. Oh, one more over the top. This one drops him. Lands up on guard. Volkanovski once more. Does he have time to finish it? Good recovery once more by Hirota, though. Gotta give props for the man's heart. Gotta give it. Oh, beautiful. 1-2 on the ground. Precision. Oh, good elbow, but recovered to end the round. Did Mizuto Hirota. Yeah, man. Cyborg. It's a tough call for Chris Cyborg, man. I understand the frustration of the fans because, she's a beast, no doubts. But, I mean, she's right now in a situation where she punched that girl. What's her name? Angela Magana or something. So, they had to file a suit against her in that particular county. And she's going through that process of getting that sorted out. But I don't think she should be fighting the men, though. Maybe she could fight Mizuto Hirota, probably. I don't know. But hey, I've always been a strong proponent of discouraging any thoughts of men versus women fighters. I know women are great. By the way, happy Father's Day to all the listeners, especially ones who are fathers. Man, totally forgot. Gotta call my father, but it's too early in the morning. He'll be sleeping. Round 3. Here we go. So the whole situation with Cyborg should be that they should probably give her the title and bring Megan Anderson from Invicta. That's who I feel is the closest competition right now to Chris Cyborg. I don't see any of the fights in the UFC for Cyborg right now. She demolished everybody. A good uppercut by Mizuto. Volkanovski immediately pressuring him against the cage. Volkanovski's pretty well rounded up. Good ground game, reasonable ground and pound, good power on the hands. I'm impressed with this debut from Volkanovski. Really impressed. I guess she could take most of them for sure, but that's not the conversation here. Oh, one more spinning elbow meanwhile. As we're talking, the question is not whether Cyborg can take out men. She could definitely take me out to a date, if you know what I mean, but that's not the question here. The question is, will UFC do it? Definitely not. No commission would sanction that particular fight. So the only fight making sense is Invicta FC 145 champion, man, and she is a hot one, Megan Anderson. Oh, beautiful exchanges meanwhile on the feet. So Megan Anderson is tall, rangy, could give Cyborg some problems. If you remember, the only loss on Cyborg's career record was, I think, from an accomplished and tall and rangy kickboxer. I don't know her name, so I don't know why UFC is not doing it. And that should be a really good fight to unify both Invicta and UFC's featherweight women's champions belts. What do you guys think about that idea? Oh, Mizuto want to go for that trip. Not working out. 2 minutes 45. As Volkanovski kind of slowing down. Wants to go for that unanimous decision, I guess. Utter dominance, though. Oh, good uppercut by Hirota, answered with a right over the top as Volkanovski level changes. Gets a takedown, but Hirota back up immediately. And gotta praise the guy's heart, though. Mizuto Hirota, he's also on a 3-fight win streak. But that is probably going to come to an end unless he can knock this debutante out. Yeah, you don't trash talk Cyborg though. That's a wrong pick. Cyborg will whoop your ass. And I mean, any girl who has a nickname called Cyborg, you gotta respect that woman. You gotta respect women in general, but you gotta show some more respect. Like, hey, speak, like they would say in South America, to those women with those kind of nicknames. And man, is she built like a tank. Oh, good knee to the body. Meanwhile, by Volkanovski. Hirota looking good though. A lot of urgency in this round. Maybe they could give this one to him. But it's a clear 29-28 for Alexander Volkanovski for sure. Oh, good left hook. Connects for Volkan. Incidentally, by the name Volkan, I remember this guy. Volkan. Oh, good high kick by Hirota. Wobbling Volkanovski for a second. Clinch up against the cage. Over under. Wants to go for that trip. Good base by Alexander. Mizuto Hirota is not winning any stylish points for doing this, just hugging him. Oh, good elbow by Hirota. This should be a round in favor of him. Good 1-2 once again. Much more urgency by the Japanese fighter. Good knee to the body once more by Alexander. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, good over the top punch by Alexander. Good debut for the UFC fighter. Good debut. Oh, beautiful inside leg kick. 15 seconds remaining. Will we get a finish? I don't think so. But it's been a pretty entertaining fight to open the proceedings today in UFC Fight Night Auckland. Lewis versus Hunt. And that's a wrap to the fight. Good one. Oh my goodness. Ghost Script, thank you for the comment. Real Mellow says, Van Zandt versus Cyborg. Seriously, that will never be made. Van Zandt will be destroyed. She'll never recover from that beating. And her beautiful face would be fucked up, including her ass probably. Cyborg would literally fuck her, like in the ass. Literally the way Cyborg pressurizes you, you feel that she has a dick or something. And forward pressure all day. Yeah, no disrespect though. I mean, I respect Cyborg a lot. But she doesn't get what she deserves in the UFC. She does not have any women to fight. What can she do? She can't do anything. Probably go and punch Dana White. That's the only thing she can do. Maybe that'll get his attention. But hey, if you haven't checked out Megan Anderson from Invicta, you should do it. Because, I mean, I don't think she'll beat Cyborg, but she could give her a close fight at least. I mean, everybody else has been destroyed by Chris Cyborg. Could Joanna Jędrzejczyk probably fight Cyborg? Yeah, but she's a little too light. Strawweights will probably get knocked out eventually. That's a problem there. Nunes could fight her. That's an interesting fight. But she has a defense coming up against Valentina Shevchenko, the rematch. So that should also be interesting. I think that is UFC 214 or 213. I'm not sure. So that's what's lined up for you guys. Let me quickly show you guys what's up in the horizon. The next week we got UFC Fight Night. Holly Holm versus Betch Correa. This is gonna happen in Singapore, which is really interesting. I think this is the first time UFC is going to the beautiful country of Singapore. And the main card features Turk Safedin versus Rafael dos Anjos. That's a good fight to have as an opener. We also have Dong Hyun Kim, the stun gun, going up against Colby Covington from the United States. And then we have the return of Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky against Marcin Tybura. Arlovsky is on a 3-fight losing streak. getting finished by Francis the Predator Ngannou, my favorite fighter in the UFC right now. The Predator dismantled the Pitbull last fight, so he is trying to recover from that loss to Ngannou by going up against number 13th ranked Marcin Tibouran. The main event is going to be between unranked Holly Holm. What? Did they forget to put her rank, man? What the hell? The Preacher's Daughter, though, is also going up against the other Pitbull, who is the Pitbull of the women's division, who got knocked out by Ronda Rousey. So, I don't know why Holly Holm was losing, though, man. I really respect Holly Holm. She could fight Cyborg, too. I mean, if she wins this fight, which she should, according to me, she should probably fight Cyborg. I mean, that's the only fight apart from Megan Anderson and Amanda Nunes that makes any sense for Cyborg, because Holly Holm's really elusive in her striking, if you remember how she knocked out Ronda Rousey. So, top 3 fights for Cyborg right here on the channel. Number 3, Holly Holm. Number 2 would be Amanda Nunes, but she wouldn't fight her most probably, as she has to defend her title. And number 1 fight right now available for her is definitely Megan Anderson from Invicta FC, as they are showing the recap for the unanimous decision victory for Alexander Volkanovski, who got a 29-28 across the board for the guy. Yeah, I agree. A ripoff. Durandame, though. Cain Velasquez. My goodness. Good to see the man sitting in the crowd. Wow. This guy should be fighting for the title right now, guys. Let me tell you that. Cain versus Stipe would be so fucking awesome that I'm getting goosebumps right now. Seriously. Oh, God. What the fuck? Imagine that fight. Stipe has knocked out Verdum and Overeem, 2 of the greatest stand-up and submission fighters of our era. Velasquez have pretty much done what Velasquez does to everybody, including Brock Lesnar, Junior Dos Santos. Who else? Everybody, man. Ben Rothwell, Mark Hunt, everybody. So, will they make that fight? The only problem is Cain keeps getting injured. That's the issue here. If he can get his training camp together, man, Cain Velasquez in Las Vegas is one hell of a fighter against anyone. Probably on the Mount Rushmore of heavyweights to have ever done this. Probably Fedor's up there for sure, I think. Let me know who your Mount Rushmore would feature in the heavyweight division. Mine would be Fedor, Cain, Stipe, and Verdum. Yeah, that would be my Mount Rushmore of heavyweights who fought MMA. Verdum's finished Fedor. Fedor's fought everybody before this era's heavyweights and pretty much dismantled them. If you want a taste of who Fedor is, just YouTube this Fedor versus Arlovsky. The way he knocked him out, man, it's out of a video game. It's like a glitch in UFC 2, which is played on PlayStation and Xbox One, not on mobile, like the advertisement says. But man, Fedor was good in his prime. But he fell apart eventually. He got submitted by Verdum, and then he got knocked out by Antonio Bigfoot Silva. He got a couple of rough ones during his end of the tenure, but he's back. He's fighting Matt Mitrione in New York. I think it's next week, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's next week. Bellator's second pay-per-view event from New York. Chael Sonnen versus Wanderlei Silva is headlining that. Man, that's a good card. I'll pull that up quickly for you. Thank you, Dark Foggy. Real Mellow says France is about to take it all. Yes. Man, you've seen this guy train Look up the training videos of Francis Ngannou, man. Oh my god. He's like a gorilla, had sex with a bear, and got fucked in the ass by a tiger, meanwhile. So that was like a threesome. That's how menacing this guy looks. Whew. And if he touches you, you just go down. He literally lifted Andrei Arlovski from his feet. Nobody's done that, except probably Fedor in his prime. And this guy's pretty young. If I recollect, Francis Ngannou's, I think 27 maximum. I doubt it. I don't know if anybody could tell me his age. That guy's pretty young. The Black Beast also called him out, but man, that's a bad fight for the Black Beast, I'm telling you. That's a bad fight for anyone. The only thing the UFC should not do is probably not rush him too much. Probably give him some time to develop his skills. If they put him against Kane right now, that's going to be a problem. I really do feel he's not that good right now. But by next year, if he gets the right kind of fights, the way they groomed Conor McGregor slowly into the division, man, Francis Ngannou is here to stay. He will rule this division forever. Stipe versus Ngannou is also a really good fight. Stipe strikes really hard too, so that's a real interesting conversation right there for the heavyweight division. They're showing some replays of Haka done yesterday between Lewis and Hunt. Ngannou's 30, okay. Oh, this is the fight I'm waiting for, guys. Here it is. Tim Elliott versus Ben Nguyen, the sleeper fight of the night nobody's paying attention to. This is the flyweight division, but man, can Tim Elliott finish you in a flurry. The only guy to have probably given Demetrius Johnson the closest fight of his career. Easily. Tim Elliott is as talented as they come. He rediscovered himself in his recent run in the UFC. Went to the Ultimate Fighter, won it, and now he is here for staking his claim in the division and probably going for a rematch with Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. He's fighting a kid from Asia called Ben Nguyen. Good striking, good creativity for this guy. He fights out of Sioux Falls. Ben 10 MMA is also ranked number 12 in the division. I think Tim Elliott is number 2 or number 1 right now. So it could be a really close one. I'm really excited for this fight. Definitely. Both these guys are scrappy as fuck. The surprising thing is not a lot of UFC fans are, aware of this event. I'm not sure. Because I looked up the statistics on Google. Not a lot of people are searching for this fight. I mean, not just this particular fight, this entire card. The viewership is kind of low on Fox Sports. That's what I hear. Which is really sad, man. Because, I mean, it's headlined by a real good fight between Derrick Lewis and Mark Hunt. Co-main is also interesting. Daniel Kelly going up against Derek Brunson. I don't know. Maybe the timing is not correct. Maybe it's a little too early. Maybe it's Sunday in your region. It's a Sunday already for me. So yeah, that's probably the reason why a lot of people are not paying attention. Ben Nguyen, though, 10 out of 11 last fights have been victories for this guy. 9 wins by knockout and 7 first-round finishes for Ben Nguyen. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Thank you, Real Mellow. That was a real question which I wanted to bring it up. Mighty Mouse, is he ducking TJ? I really don't think so, man. Look, the only problem with DJ is that number one, TJ says he'll make weight. TJ says he'll give his purse. But Dimitri is not really doing the money thing here. What he's saying is, let's say he prepares for TJ, and let's say he doesn't make weight. Let's say, it's a hypothetical situation because TJ has never dropped down to 125. That's a solid point. He's never fought at 125. And you want to give this guy the title fight? I know TJ is a great fighter. I respect him a lot. Respect his accomplishments. He's been a former champion at bantamweight. All of that aside, TJ is fighting for the very first time. And DJ is not a guy to put his dirty laundry out on the open. He's not that kind of a guy. And okay, let me give you a solution to this situation. Give Demetrius 1 million, just like Daniel Cormier said on the UFC on Fox show. Plus, give him a guarantee that TJ Dillashaw, if he misses the weight, don't give him any more money. If he misses weight, they'll cancel the fight. That's all. Don't make him fight Ray Borg as a replacement last minute. Ray Borg and TJ are as different as chalk and cheese. So this is the historical 11th defense for DJ Demetrius Johnson. So don't make him do that, all right? That's what I feel. Tim Elliott, though, is 30 years old, 2 years elder, 2 inches taller, and 1 inch longer in reach compared to Ben Nguyen. Number 8 ranked Tim Elliott is going up against the number 12 ranked Ben Nguyen. So that's what I feel. What do you guys think? Do you really think Demetrius Johnson will duck anybody? Come on. Just give him some time to prepare. Don't rush it. And he'll whoop TJ's ass too. Okay? He's not the greatest of all time for no reason. I truly believe that Demetrius Johnson is the greatest of all time. The only problem is 125 pounds. He's half my weight, literally. Not half, but it's almost 50 pounds under mine. So that's the issue here. TJ Dillashaw can talk as much trash as he wants to. I'll tell you where TJ Dillashaw is coming from. He's already prepared, and he's already in fight camp for Cody Garbrandt. He's already done his preparation, and Cody Garbrandt drops out of their title fight. Now what does he do? He calls out another divisions champion who's going for a monumental 11th defense and gets it on the pay-per-view action. So that is what is TJ trying to do. Remember, he's a snake in the grass, as Conor would say. He's a guy who would do anything to get his position in front. I'm not saying it's wrong, but he left Team Alpha Male just because he felt. Oh, meanwhile, the first round begins with a beautiful, very good high kick by Ben Nguyen. So I really love TJ. I'm not shitting on him, but... Oh, beautiful knee by Ben Nguyen, but reversal by Tim Elliott. Gives up his back, not good. Ben Nguyen with superior striking early. Wow, Ben Nguyen looks good though. Good man. Punches and bunches. TJ rolling. Not TJ, Tim Elliott is rolling around. Oh, giving up his neck. No, not good. Not good, Mr. Elliott. No. Puts the hooks in. He's on top of him. Oh, no. This is not looking good. This is over. This is over for Tim Elliott. My goodness. Ben Nguyen with a signature first round victory. My goodness. I did not expect that one to come. Woo! Wow, that was fast. Critical errors by Tim Elliott while getting up. New Zealand has just erupted. That is a quick finish. Yeah, they could do Dominic Cruz, but I don't think he's going to drop down to 125. If you remember, when Dominic Cruz fought Mighty Mouse was fighting at 135. There was no 125-pound division. Ben Nguyen, though, man, that was beautiful. Tim Elliott is known to be a slow starter, but, man, he poured it on. Knee to the head. Beautiful rolling down. Beautiful jiu-jitsu. I'm telling you, man. Great stuff. Rolls him, rolls him, rolls him. Critical error. If you remember last week, the way Karolina Kowalkiewicz gave up her back to Claudia Gadelha, same error. Same error by Tim Elliott. Gives up his back too easily. Wants to get up by putting his hand on the mat. That's not how jiu-jitsu works, people. You get choked out. That's it. You're going to go night-night. Beautiful victory for Ben Nguyen. His biggest one in his career for sure. Tim Elliott is a big name in the division. Former title challenger. You know what they should do? This is what I feel. Make TJ versus DJ. No problem. No problem, guys. Make it. But if TJ does not make weight, please don't make Demetrius fight a random guy on 1 day's notice. That's not how you're supposed to respect probably a greatest fighter of all time. Don't do that. Daniel Cormier did it well. He told everybody how it's supposed to be done. Pay him $1 million. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Fine. You're the boss. DJ will listen to you. He's been getting analed for years now. And don't tell me nobody likes to watch Demetrius. Come on, that's not correct. He's one of the most entertaining fighters. He's got the latest finish in UFC history. If I remember, he submitted somebody at 4 minutes 59 seconds of the last round. If you remember that fight. I mean, Demetrius is really, really entertaining to watch. The only problem is they don't spend any money in promoting Demetrius Johnson. They don't. And even if they do, they probably put an ad 1 week before his fights, and that's pretty much it. He's been fighting Fight Night events forever. He fought Ultimate Fighter Finale. Can you believe it? They had an entire tournament where Tim Elliott won, and then the main event of that tournament was Tim Elliott fighting Demetrius Johnson. It was not even like a UFC pay-per-view kind of an event. That's how disrespectful these guys are. Just do one world tour with Demetrius Johnson, man. One world tour. Probably with a trash talker. Who talks trash in the flyweight division? Let me guess. Nobody, if I remember. But yeah, if you're fighting TJ, do a world tour, and you would see what Demetrius Johnson and his capacity is. 49 seconds, rear naked choke for Ben Nguyen. While we were talking all of this shit. Who, Ben? 11 out of 12. Beautiful stuff. 8th first round finish. Yeah, you never know. This sport is really, really fucked up these days. I don't know what UFC is smoking, man. Who's the owner? The guy, what's his name? Ari Emanuel? He's a nice guy. He's a fan. But dude, Lorenzo Fertitta and Frank Fertitta, where the bosses, man. Those people knew where to put their money, and they exited the business at the right time. I'm telling you, the right time. Conor McGregor's boxing. Ronda Rousey got fucked up in her 2 fights. Holly Holm is not on top. Who's their star here? Right now, who's the biggest star? Tell me one. Bantamweight is Cody, not really. Featherweight, Max, nah. Who's the lightweight champ? Conor, he's not fighting. Who else is there? 170? 170 Tyron? He keeps going on being black and, underprivileged. I don't like Tyron that much, but he's a good fighter, though. Who else? 185? Who's the champ? Michael Bisping? Yeah, he's good, but he said he's about to retire. I don't know whether you guys heard this. Michael Bisping is retiring after 2 fights. And his eye is giving him problems, and he's getting old, so he's like, I'll defend a few times and then probably call it a day. Who's a 205? Yeah, 205, probably John Jones still. He's not even fighting. Yeah, who's the biggest star? Probably Stipe Miocic right now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Tyron is not a star as such. I mean, he does not pull in that pay-per-view, man. Pay-per-view is what matters. In terms of business, it's all about the pay-per-views. So right now, the biggest pay-per-view draw is probably Stipe. Make Stipe versus Kane, and that's gonna be easily 500,000 buys, in my opinion, easily. And you should be putting. You should probably be putting the middleweights on the undercard. Maybe a Michael Bisping fight. Yeah, that's probably the best bet in terms of pay-per-view for these guys. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. Will Conor come back? I don't know, man. If he fights Floyd Mayweather, I don't know. I give him a good chance, but if it goes beyond 3 rounds, Conor McGregor is going to get eaten up by Floyd. I don't know whether you guys watch boxing, but trust me, Floyd is 40, but he'll fuck you up. No doubts. He's, in my opinion, he's in the Mount Rushmore of boxing. We're talking a lot of Mount Rushmore today. So, yep. Floyd is up there. Definitely Floyd is up there. I don't know why is he fighting Conor McGregor. Seriously. In a real fight, Conor will fuck him up. Easy. No issues. But if it's boxing, yeah, anything's possible. Are they really going to make this fight? I don't know. I've been waiting for 6 months for this shit. I'm tired right now. He wants to have a baby. Now he wants to have a naming ceremony for his baby. Now he wants to take a boxing license. I don't know what Conor is doing, man. Just come back and defend your lightweight title. Enough is enough. I've had this shit. Tim Elliott is the victor. No, sir. That's what you would have expected. Oliver die. But Ben Nguyen got a beautiful finish by a rear naked choke in 49 seconds of the very first round. In the next UFC Fight Night following Holly Holm versus Betch Correa, we'll have Michael Chiesa going up against Kevin Motown Lee. The guys had a great back and forth punching exchange in the UFC Summer Kickoff Conference. Who's going to win that fight? Is going to be an easy victory for Michael Chiesa. He's just going to take him down and submit him. Michael Chiesa is really good. But Kevin Lee's got good stand-up, but he took a flush punch from Kevin Lee and he did not even back down. So Michael Chiesa's chin can hold up. No issues there. Cowboy Cerrone versus Robbie Lawler is happening. UFC 213. Man, I'm so pumped for that fight. It's one of my dream fights, man. Lawler versus Cowboy. Wow. What a stand-up war that would be. Henrique de Silva, Ion Cutelaba is right next. Oliver D.Y. That is coming up next as we have 2 fights into the main card. Alexander Volkanovski defeating Mizuto Hirota by unanimous decision. 29-28, superior striking all around and good takedowns for Volkanovski, who was making his UFC debut. Then we had surprise of the evening, in my opinion, Ben Nguyen making quick work of Tim Elliott. Critical error in jiu-jitsu handling by Tim Elliott and gets choked out by Ben Nguyen. Quick tap right there for the former title challenger. Not good for him. The immediate next fight is though Ion Cutelaba versus Henrique de Silva. I think one of these fighters from New Zealand, if I'm not correct, for sure. Man, it's been a good fight. Good fight still now. So once again, thank you to all the listeners who are joining into the stream. Let me give you a quick update on what is up right now with all the results. JJ Aldrich getting a unanimous decision victory against Chan Mi Jeon in the fight opener. Then we had Zach Otto versus Kichi Kunimoto from Japan. Japan and New Zealand pretty nearby. Unanimous decision there for Zach Otto, but not an entertaining fight right there. Pretty reasonably boring. Then we had John Moraga against Askan Mokhtaryan is how they pronounce him. John Moraga, though, getting the better of the takedowns and stand-up exchanges for a dominant unanimous decision. After that, we had Luke Jamu against Dominic Steele. Luke Jamu was making his UFC debut, and he defeated Dominic Steele. Controversial, I would say, because according to the stats, Dominic Steele threw a lot more punches and landed a takedown too. That led us to the featured fight opener in the UFC's prelims. Damian Brown versus Vince Pichel. Really boring fight, but really quick finish as soon as Pichel connected. Till then, it was a lot of feints, and then boom, out of nowhere, Vince Pichel finishes the fight. Then the main card opened with Alexander Volkanovski fighting out of AFC, I am told, going up against Mizuto Hirota for a unanimous decision victory there. And then, surprise of the evening, Ben Nguyen finishes Tim Elliott by rear naked choke, 49 seconds into the very first round. All set for the last four fights of the evening. Ian Cutelaba versus Henrique Silva. Dan Hooker versus Ross Pearson. Derrick Brunson versus Daniel Kelly. And Mark Hunt versus Derrick Lewis. While you're here, leave a subscribe. Maybe hit the like button if you like the play-by-play and fight analysis. This is what we do every fucking week. And this is MMA Live. My name is Harry, and we are live from Auckland, New Zealand, for a fight night between two heavyweights who would probably fuck most of us up. The Black Beast against the Super Samoan. In the meanwhile, though, let me give you a quick update on what the fight card between Chiesa and Lee would look like. That is coming up in 2 weeks. I think that is June 20-something. Michael Chiesa is number 7. And Kevin Motown Lee is number 12. That is the main event. 14-2 and 15-2 is the record. The only significant difference here is the reach. As you can see, 4-inch reach advantage for Michael Chiesa. That's pretty significant in my opinion. Even the leg reach is pretty damn significant in favor of Michael Chiesa. So that should be really, really interesting. Longest UFC heavyweight win streak right now is Derrick Lewis, Stipe Miocic 5, Francis Ngannou 5, and Ruslan Magomedov 3. Derrick Lewis has 6 consecutive victories in the UFC heavyweight division. The co-main event, Tim the Barbarian Bosch against Johnny Big Rig Hendricks in the UFC middleweight division. Johnny Hendricks says that he is going to be pretty much settled in middleweight slowly. So that should be really interesting. And two really, really hot women though. Justin Keys versus Felice Herrig. Felice is the favorite for that fight. Jaquam Christensen is on the card against Azamat Murzakanov. Tim the Dirty Bird Means is going up against Alex Garcia. Tim the Dirty Bird Means got defeated by Alex Cowboy, the other cowboy, in his last fight. But he's a good stand-up fighter. So this should be a stand-up war there. BJ Penn is fighting Dennis Seaver on the main card. So they removed this as the main event, and I think they put it on the main card. And probably one of the last fights of Nogueira's career. This is Little Nog, if I'm correct. Little Nog is going up against Elliott, the Sledgehammer Latifi. Clay Guida is also on the card. Eric Coach versus Clay Guida. Carla Esparza is on the card. Mariana Moroz going up against Esparza. Daryl Horser is on the card. Man, this is a good card. This is not bad. Jared Gordon, Michael Quinos. I'm not sure who these people are. Jeremy Kimball versus Joshua Stan. That's also a good card between previous Ultimate Fighter standard Joshua Stanberry. Man, this card's not bad. If you look at the mains, see, Clay Guida brings the fight anytime. Ilir Latifi, Nogueira, that would be a stand-up war for sure. 205 pounds. Man, that's interesting. BJ Penn, any day is entertaining, whether in defeat or victory. Tim Means, never a dull fight. Man, this is a good card. Meanwhile, Henrique Silva has fought 12 fights and won 11 by knockout. 11 out of 12 victories by knockout and 8 first-round finishes for him. He's a Muay Thai black belt. Is Henrique Silva. Ian Cutelaba is no bloke to mess around with, though. He's got good stand-up too. So that is going to be the update for the next 2 UFC fight nights. In the meanwhile, Henrique Silva entering the octagon. This fight is next, Oliver. Hopefully you're still into the stream. Ian Cutelaba is from New Zealand or not? No, he's not from New Zealand. He fights out of the Republic of Moldova. What? Is that a country? Let's check it out. Where is this country? Okay, so this is somewhere near Ukraine. Okay. Moldova is an Eastern European country and former Soviet Republic. It has varied terrain including forest, rocky hills, and vineyards. Its wine regions include Nestrania, known for reds, and Cordo, home to some of the world's largest cellars. Okay. Chisinau has Soviet-style architecture and National Museum history. And nearby Romania. Okay. So there's your geography lesson, ladies and gents. Republic of Moldova. We all learn something every day. Today we learned about the Republic of Moldova. Enough of that shit. Let's look at what is his accomplishments in the octagon. What does his win streak look like as he enters the prep point, sponsored by some random advertiser. He looks ripped though. Yeah, and Cutelaba is looking really ripped right now. Veins running through his shoulders and hands. Has finished 11 out of 12 wins, 9 by knockouts, 10 first round finishes, and 7 finishes under 30 seconds. Woo. Thank you. Thank you for the geography lesson. The teacher is in the house. The MMA is like the stock market, as George St. Pierre would say. Republic of Moldova is like the Ukrainian market nearby Romania. It's very close and famous for wines, which help me go to the dark place in my head and talk to aliens. George St. Pierre go to Moldova all the time. And that's my fake George St. Pierre impression. Meanwhile, Nick Diaz is like, fuck you, George. Fucking selling wolf tickets on me. Ian Cutelaba is 23 only. Henrique Silva is 27, 6 feet 3 inches. Man, he's tall. Henrique will have a 1.5 inch reach advantage. Don't blink. This fight will be over in no time. I'm predicting a first round KO by either of these individuals. I don't know any of them. So, should be a really, really, really fun fight. 12 wins and 2 losses for Henrique, who is a Muay Thai black belt fighting out of Brazil. He's the plus 230 underdog. Man, it's so early. I know. It's normal. It's normal, bro. As Anderson Silva would say, 12 wins and 3 losses for Ian Cutelaba, 204 pounds. He is the Las Vegas favorite. Oh my god, they're going face to face. Wow, he just went up to him and it said, boom, you're dead. Wow. Mark Craig, the referee, is just laughing. Funny referee. You're supposed to step in, man. Come on. That got Henrique Silva pumped up. Maybe it's a strategy. Maybe he wants him to commit some mistake. Here on Cutelaba. Wow, taking the center. Don't blink, guys. 205 division. Oh, 1-2. Oh, beautiful connection. Left hook. Left hook. Ground and pound. Ground and pound by Ian Cutelaba. Henrique Silva in a lot of trouble. Referee steps in. Wow. Ian Cutelaba. What the hell? He said he will kill him and he literally killed him. Like literally. What the fuck? How can you punch somebody so frequently? Wow. Ian Cutelaba is getting famous in a hurry here. Wow. He has got 7 finishes under 30 seconds. Add one more because he just made it 8. While I was giving you geography lessons, he just finished Henrique Silva. Man, nice game plan, bro. Get into the nerve of your opponent and punch him in the face. Henrique was going for that Muay Thai plum, but left hook over the top. Boom, 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 boom. Ground and pounds on 20 punches unanswered. And after he finishes that, I told you so. That's what he said. Wow. This guy's like the next Volkanovski, is he? Come on. Come on, son. Ew. Deadly. Deadly shit. Daniel Kelly fight is really gonna be up to who starts fast. So probably going with Brunson for that one. Because Kelly's getting old, but man, every time I did not pick Kelly, I was like, shit, this guy's good. He somehow finds a way to get a decision victory. That's the hallmark of Daniel Kelly. And he's got that dad bod going. So, you don't want to mess with that. So, Derrick Brunson coming off a loss against Anderson Silva, which I think was pretty controversial, in my humble opinion. Anderson Silva would say, it's normal. It's normal. Happens in Brazil. Have some respect, bro. But yeah, apart from that, Derrick Brunson's been pretty good. It's good stand-up, good wrestling, All-American. So I'm picking Derrick Brunson for that fight. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And while you're here, why not leave a like and subscribe to the channel? That'll help us out. Maybe get some better equipment, give you better content. And as promised, my first video's ready. I'm going to upload it probably in a day or two. About the MMA fight update, which I promised all my fans. Not fans, nobody's my fan. What the fuck am I saying? I mean, all the subscribers. So I was telling these guys I would be giving them a weekly MMA podcast kind of a thing with some videos and edits featuring fighters and news from the mixed martial arts community. So that's going to drop on Wednesday from now onwards every week. So as promised, we hit 400 subscribers and I'm promising you more content. That's what we do here. Ian Cutelaba, though, signature victory. This is so funny. He just bowed down to Henrique Silva, like, respect, bro, respect. And Henrique Silva like, yeah, it's normal. I just got knocked out and I'm going to shake his hands. What else am I going to do? It's funny, man. Funny, these light heavyweights without John Jones. They don't do shit. It's funny. Meanwhile, John Jones is smoking a line of coke somewhere. Yeah, Cutelaba win. Darfoggy says Volkan's not fighting. Yeah, but he's strong though. Agreed. That is correct. Cutelaba finished in exactly 16 seconds. No. Exactly 26 seconds. 26 seconds and the fight is over. But he will get real problems once he faces the top 5. Man, Volkanovski is the greatest of all time. Looking at how he's fighting these days. One punch knockout of... Who was that guy? Forgot. Misha Serkinov? Are you kidding me? Nobody knocks out Misha Serkinov like that. One punch, that's it. Behind the ear, it's over. Go to sleep. And I'm out. Give me my check. That's what Volkanovski does. Fucking goat. That was a hilarious meme by Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub on their channel. It was hilarious. They were calling Volkanovski the greatest of all time. It was funny, man. 14 wins and 1 losses, though. He's fighting Jimmy Manuwa, and he's no joke. If Jimmy Manuwa wins that fight against Volkan, Jimmy will be fighting for the title. That's what Dana White's promised him, but you know what Dana White does. He doesn't give a shit for promises. He'll make you fight anybody who you want to fight, just like Demetrius Johnson. He just wants you to fight random people who are not even in your division. And he will bully you on the internet and on the media. So as a person, not a big fan of Dana White, but as a boss and as a businessman, man, he's one of the best. Next fight, though, interesting, in the lightweight division, Dan Hooker versus Ross Pearson coming up. And after that, we will have Derrick Brunson, Daniel Kelly, Dad Bod versus Mad Bod. And then the Black Beast rises and fights the Super Samoan in his home country of New Zealand. 3 great fights lined up for you guys in UFC Fight Night Auckland. Meanwhile, Anad is playing for Mark Hunt's preparation for this particular fight. Let me go grab some water, and I'll be fucking right back. You don't go fucking nowhere. Alright? Keep it locked in. I back. Trust me, I back. Okay? Okay. It's normal. Whew. Man. I'm so thirsty right now. Okay, so let's give you a quick one. How fast was this? Ian Cutelaba versus Henrique de Silva. 27 seconds. Yeah, that's the official time for Ian Cutelaba versus Henrique de Silva. I mean, I'm a fan of this guy already. He just went to his face and said, you know what, I'm going to kill you. And then he punches him in the face like 20 times in 20 seconds. And then once he's out, he's like, his back, bro. His back. It's normal. I do dick pills all the time. It's normal. Happens. Gotta respect the dick pills, bro. Gotta his back. Okay, John Jones. Okay. Daniel Cormier is not going to win the next fight. That is what I feel. UFC 214 from Anaheim, California. If I'm not wrong. Let's have a look at that card, because that one's going to be really, really, really hyped up. Before that, we have Ultimate Fighter Finale, the 3rd fight from today. So that's 3 weeks from now. Justin Gaethje, the highlight, going up against Michael the Menace Johnson. Could be a real stand-up war. The co-main got cancelled recently. Not yet announced. And we have Mark Diakis, one of the up-and-coming fighters in the lighter weight divisions, undefeated, going up against Drakkar Klose, who's also undefeated. That's a good fight. In the 205 division, though, we got Jared Cannonier up against Steve the Boss Bossy, fighting from Canada. We have Elias Theodorou, the greatest hair in MMA. Beautiful hair. Gotta love those hairs, man. But I'm not gay though. No offense. Going up against Brad Tavares, who's fighting from USA. Is this happening in Las Vegas? Yes, this is happening in Las Vegas. And then we have Jordan Johnson and Marcel Fortuna in the 205 division. So that's a pretty sad card right now. But I mean, I'd watch Theodoro any day, man. Look at that abs. Oh shit. Okay, I didn't say anything. Okay, don't mess with me. Mark DeKeys, though, the Bone Crusher. If you're looking out for a new and up and coming fighter, man, you gotta check this guy out. This guy, the real deal. Look at this guy. He's like crazy Nigerian guy, I guess. Mark DeKeys, no loss in his career till now. 12 fights and I think 12 finishes. Has a boxing and wrestling background. He fights at 155 pounds. Man, he's fighting out of Manchester, England, so that's really interesting. And he's not a Nigerian, he's from Congo. So yeah, look out for this guy, guys. He's the future. I'm backing this guy. Meanwhile, don't forget Jesus. Because we have Yoel Romero going up against Robert Whittaker for the interim middleweight championship. That is official, guys. That is official for UFC 213, if I'm not wrong. Robert Whittaker, though, the way he dismantled Jacare, wow. I was a fan of that guy, but man, you don't forget Jesus. You remember that? You don't forget Jesus. Meanwhile, Tim Ken, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Tim Ken. I'm so sorry. I sit on the stool. I'm so sorry, Tim Ken. I'm so sorry. He keeps apologizing for something and keeps calling Jesus once in a while. But hey, he is one of the toughest guys to ever compete. Yeah, agreed. I also do not know Dan Hooker that much. I mean, if your second name is Hooker, I'm not your friend. Okay? I don't play that game. UFC Interim Middleweight Championship is going to go up on line on International Fight Week on July 8th between Yoel Romero versus who's the guy from the Australia? What's the guy name, man? I keep forgetting. Jacare versus what's this guy? Robert Whittaker. Sorry, Robert Whittaker's the name. Oh man. I do want to support Ross Pearson, but Dan Hooker, I've seen one of his fights and he's pretty good. Should be a really close fight, this one. Dan Hooker versus Ross Pearson. Ross Pearson is a legend, though, man. He should be inducted to the Hall of Fame. Long time UFC veteran. Never turns down a fight. Really game opponent. Okay, meanwhile, my nose is kind of fucked up right now. Okay, John Jones, okay. I know what you're saying. You juiced up sandblasting hooker guy. By the way, does anybody know what sandblasting a hooker means? Because I don't, okay? I don't know what is this sandblasting hooker shit. What is sandblasting? It's like a coal mine, you blast bombs? What the fuck is that? I don't know. Anybody have sandblasted a hooker before this? Meanwhile, talking about hookers, we have Dan Hooker. See what I did there? You see? And come on, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Come on. It's normal. No condoms. No condoms. Oh, okay. That's what is sandblasting. You sure, man? Seems like you're a little experienced right there, huh, Dark Foggy? Hey. You're a little experienced there, bro. Hey. I don't know. I've never been to a hooker. I'm a pretty straight edge guy. No cigarettes also. Some people call me pussy too. I mean, that's not what it means, but yeah. I haven't seen pussy in a long time. No pussy for me. So sandblasting a hooker basically means that you don't use condoms and fuck them? That's it? I thought it's like some major level shit like sandblasting. You blast their asshole with some shit or something. I don't know. That's pretty normal. John Jones does that every week. Sandblasting a hooker. It's funny, man. Ross Pearson entering the octagon. Meanwhile, not to forget, our style of doing fight commentary is as technical as possible. So all this playing around is only till the fight begins. I love MCR. What the fuck is MCR, man? Anyways, 5th most significant strikes landed in lightweight history. For Ross Pearson, tied 4th most knockouts in lightweight history, 5. And he has the 3rd most appearances in the UFC since 2014. 12 appearances for Ross Pearson, who is a wrestler cum boxer. So a UFC veteran at heart. Lot of fight miles in his bank. That is why I am going to go with a controversial pick. And I'm going to go with the hooker. Since the theme of the show right now is sandblasting hookers, I'm going to go with Dan Hooker. And I don't know anything about him. I seriously don't. No, he's doing that hood thing. He's like, oh, my t-shirt's pretty short, but let's do this. He's doing this thing, you know. Yo, what's up? Some people are like, what the fuck is this channel? You want to know? Hit that subscribe button, man. Come on. Dan Hooker's from Australia, though. So a lot of support from the New Zealanders here. Aren't they supposed to be enemies or something? Yeah, but a lot of Australians live in New Zealand, so happens all the time. Yeah, hookers win all the time. Trust me. No issues there. Hookers should win all the time. And he looks like a male hooker here. 6-pack abs and all. I mean, who doesn't like 6-pack abs? Pretty built guy, huh? Meanwhile, Ross Pearson has abs, but he has tattooed everything on his body, including his dick, probably. I mean, has anybody tattooed their dick? That's an interesting question. Who tattoos dicks? You should be a real psycho to do that, right? I mean, I got no tattoos, as I told you. Dan Hooker, though, finished 12 of 14 victories, 6 by submission and 6 by knockouts. 9 first-round finishes, and he's making his UFC lightweight debut? What? So, he was fighting in featherweight before this? What is this Hooker doing in lightweight? Okay, that too, his first fight against Ross Pearson. See, if he's dropping down from 170, I think he wins. But if he's going up from 145, I think he loses, most probably. Let's look at the tail of the tape. 6 feet tall, 75-inch reach. So 6-inch reach advantage and 4-inch height advantage for the hooker from Australia. He's only 27 years old, so 5 years younger than Ross Pearson. The announcer today is Joey Martinez. Looks like Bruce Buffer's not come to New Zealand. It's very far from his hometown. Looks like it. Anyways, the odds-on favorite, it is pretty even. Plus 110 for this fight for Ross Pearson, who has 21 victories and 13 losses. He fights out of Sunderland, England. Ross Pearson is English? Okay. Meanwhile, I'm sandblasting this towel with my nose. Oh, Dan Hooker's fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, that's why he's the favorite. All right, cool down. He's a young kid. 14 wins and 7 losses. As bad a record as Ross Pearson. So don't get excited, people. These gentlemen, both of them, are known to lose once in a while. Okay? Who's the referee? The referee is Neil Suarez. Neil Suarez is like, can you kiss me? No. That's not what he said. He said, can you get your mouth guard in? Here we go. Do they touch gloves? No touching of gloves. What the hell? Weird stance for Dan Hooker, though. Not a lot of pressure on the lead leg. Ross Pearson, much more traditional in his stance. Good outside leg kick landed by the Hooker from Australia. Might, you got some hideout there. Over the top for Ross Pearson. Good outside leg kick once more for the taller fighter. He has to keep his range, though. Got to keep the jabs going. That's what he's trying to do, but Ross Pearson can bang. Oh, good uppercut by Ross. Ross is talking to him while he's punching him. It's a good talent to have. Fights out of Sunderland, England. Does Ross Pearson. Good inside leg kick by Ross. I don't know. Dan Hooker is a little tentative right now. Oh, high kick. Does not connect for Pearson. The right hook over the top is what Ross Pearson's go-to punch is. And that's what he's looking to do. Dan Hooker also has orthodox stance going. Red trunks for Pearson and white and black trunks for Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker is looking a little tentative, though, I have to say. Not very free in his movements. Good outside leg kick, meanwhile, by Dan. A lot of feints mixed in by Dan, though. Wants to go for that single. Abandons and goes for that left hook. Does not connect. If you guys want to know how to watch these fights, put a comment in the comment section and I'll let you know. If anybody wants to know how to watch these fights live with us, I can help you out on that. Let me tell you. I got some contacts here. Like in my eyes. Contact lenses. I got some contacts in here. Ross Pearson with a beautiful outside leg kick. Teep kick. Oh, good left hook by Ross. Dan Hooker is dropping his hands, which is not a good sign. But his leg kicks are doing damage. So anybody's game right now, back and forth. Ross Pearson wants to go for that step and elbow. Does not connect. Good teep kick by Dan. Good outside leg kick answered with a right over the top by Ross Pearson. Hooker slowly picking up the pace with some jabs. Good left hook, though, by Ross in the middle of all of this. Thank you once again to all the listeners who are joining into the stream. Really, really appreciate it. You might think, who the fuck is this goofy guy? But man, I really appreciate the support. Do leave a like and subscribe if you like the play-by-play and the goofiness of the channel. 400 subscribers reached. Meanwhile, these guys are going against each other without going to the ground. High kick blocked by Pearson. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining if you want to sing the clock up. Pearson wants to go for that uppercut, though, but he's not in range. Good teep kick by Pearson. Dan Hooker should use his range more effectively. Oh, good high kick by Dan. Caught on the forearm, though. That kick is strong. Kick is strong for Hooker. Good outside leg kick. Good left hook. But Ross Pearson closes the distance. Wants to go for that single. Abandons it. Clinching up against the cage. Good knee to the body. Good uppercut by Ross Pearson. Good one. Good outside leg kick once more. Chewing up the leg. Level change. Hooker wants to go for the takedown. Is not available, sir. Pearson says, no, son. We're going to stand him back. Good kick to the head. Anderson Silva style. But Ross Pearson just keeps taking it. Good fight. Really good fight till now. Good inside leg kick by Pearson in the meanwhile. Thank you. So we got one comment on the stream saying he would love to listen to me. Seriously, son? You mean it? Say it like you mean it. Come on. Okay. I accept it. As soon as this round ends, I'm going to drop the first set of cable TV channels. I don't know whether you watch cable or not, but I'm going to give you a list of channels. Dragonfly? Is it Dragonfly, sir? Yes. Dragonfly, why don't you tell me which region are you from so that I can give you the exact channel which will be streaming these fights? I will tell you, sir, because you commented on the stream. Thank you. As first round comes to an end, Back and forth, but I'm going to think that the judges are going to give this to Dan Hooker because he is fighting from New Zealand. This is a close fight, but Dan Hooker is right now ahead on the judges' scorecard. As requested, the first set of links are dropping right now. Okay. Yeah, this should work. I mean, this is not a link. This is the first comment gets you list of channels. Ontario, Canada. Okay. Oliver Dye, the fight is still going on. Okay, people, whoever is listening to this stream, check this out in the comment section. These are the list of reliable channels which you can watch this fight on. It's a Dragonfly. Do you have any of these channels on cable TV near your region? If you're from Ontario, Canada, let me check it out. Let me check my contacts. Is it in my eye? Yeah, it's in my eye. Yes, you can watch it on TSN or CTV or RDS. 3 channels for you, Ontario, Canada, CTV, TSN, and RDS. If you have any of these channels on television or on the internet, this fight is going on those channels. Please go there, check it out. If not, I'll give you one more link once this round ends. Oh, good left hook by Ross. Meanwhile, as round 2 begins. Good jab by Dan. Jab's working, but too close. Dan Hooker has to manage his range effectively to ensure that he doesn't get clipped. Good high kick again, blocked on the hand. I think Ross Pearson's hand is hurt. Good left hook meanwhile by Ross. The crowd is chanting something. It's like Moria, Moria, Ganapati Bappa Moria. I don't know whether any of you know what that means, but it's the name of a god in India called Ganesha. And that's what you chant when you worship the god Bappa Moria. I think that's what they're chanting. But in New Zealand, are there any Indians? I don't think so. Oh, you're an Indian guy. You fucking piece of shit, some people are thinking. But hey, it's normal. I get it every day. Stay here for the commentary. Subscribe for the goofiness as Ross Pearson lands a beautiful punch to the body. Ross Pearson, much more calculated in this round. Good jab. Oh, good left hook by Ross. Good head movement. Ross is figuring the hooker out. Is he going to sandblast him or not? That's the question here. Good inside and outside leg kick by Dan Hooker. Back to back. Oh, left hook by Ross. That one got the attention of Dan, who is bleeding from the mouth because of the punches. Ross Pearson is delivering good teep by the hooker from Australia, who's fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand. This is also happening in Auckland, New Zealand. Beautiful outside leg kick by Dan once more. Oh, good jab. Beautiful jab. But the step-in left hook from Ross is what is giving Dan Hooker the trouble. Inside leg kick exchange. 1-2 by Dan. The problem is Dan Hooker is leaving his chin open when he goes back. He has to keep his hands up. Good teep kick on the break by Dan Hooker. Ross Pearson is also bleeding from the eye. Both of these fighters are cut up. Oh, beautiful knee. It is all over. Just like that. Woo! My goodness. Oh my goodness, it's a dragonfly. What the hell, man? You know cable? Why you know cable, man? Okay, I'll give you a link. Let me check it out. Let's see my contacts. Contacts, come on. Give me some links, bro. Okay. Whew, that's a quick finish by the hooker. The hooker just sandblasted Pearson, guys. Reverse sandblasting happening in the UFC right now. You thought John Jones was smoking cocaine and sandblasting hookers. Watch this guy. Beautiful transitioning knee to the head by Dan Hooker. A lot of respect. Wow. Pearson was going for that ducking hook, and then boom, knee comes from Dan Hooker and follow-up strikes on the ground. He was out, hammer fist, and it's all over. He was out. Good work by the referee right there. His mouthpiece was also out. It was done. Done. Dan Hooker with the finish of the night probably should earn him a performance bonus for sure against a veteran like Ross Pearson. Beautiful victory for the New Zealander. Thomas Wilson, thank you very much for the comment. As I said, Hooker's winning. Okay. Okay, you're on your phone. Okay. Lose this game? This no game, bro. Bro, it's no game. I'm trying to do my Vitor impression. I suck at it. But it's no great. They all ducking Mark Hunt, bro. All these cheaters, fucking cheaters, fucking on juice, are fucking ducking Mark Hunt, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, I think he's correct. Mark Hunt would probably have problems with Derrick Lewis. I agree. It's going to be a really close one. I'm not commenting on that right now because the next fight is the co-main event of the evening. Derrick Brunson versus Daniel Kelly. Woo! That's the banging judoka versus the American wrestler. This should be really interesting, guys. Let me give you a quick update. Right here. Hold on a second. The first fight of the card was between Alexander Volkanovski versus Mizuto Hirota from Japan. And now Volkanovski got the unanimous decision victory. Superior grappling and striking exhibition by the newcomer from AFC. The second fight of the evening was, according to me, surprise of the night between Ben Nguyen and Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott is no joke, guys. He's a UFC veteran. He gave Mighty Mouse the fight of his life, but Ben Nguyen finished him in literally 1 minute. That's how good Ben Nguyen is. Critical mistakes by Tim Elliott on the ground, similar to Karolina Kowalkiewicz last week. Did not save her positioning while transitioning from the ground to stand up. That is critical in jiu-jitsu. And Ben Nguyen got a rear naked choke finish for a beautiful finish. We had Cutelaba following up that fight against Henrique de Silva. Cutelaba went up to de Silva and said, "I'm going to kill you." And he literally killed him. Punched him in the face a couple of times. Left hook Larry connects and punches in bunches to finish the fight in 26 seconds. Then we had the hooker from Australia, Dan Hooker, against Ross Pearson. Ross Pearson was a veteran. Got reasonably okay first round, but then got caught while transitioning for a low single. Beautiful knee. Throws the mouthpiece out. One hammer fist, and the fight is done and dusted. And that brings us to the co-main event of the evening. Derrick Brunson versus the 40-year-old judoka Daniel Kelly. Australia's flag and New Zealand's birth. That is how good Dan Hooker is. He's pumped up. They have his face in the audience. Just like Jose Aldo, they're waving his face. Yay. Meanwhile, I'm waving my towel. Improves to 15 wins and 7 losses. Dan the Hangman Hooker is on the rise. Okay, Oliver Dye. Appreciate that comment. But if I remember, Mark Hunt's last fight was against Overeem. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Never miss a podcast in spite of me not being well and short on sleep. Because right now it's Sunday morning here, as you can see. Early Sunday morning. And I'm having a lot of troubles with my cold. But if we do it as we mean it, we don't back down from fights. and we don't back down from fight companions. Okay, here are my predictions, folks. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. For the co-main, if Daniel Kelly can take it to the later rounds, Derrick Brunson is really susceptible to gas out. So, if Dan Kelly takes it to the third, I pick Dan Kelly, but my gut says Derrick Brunson should get it. That's what my gut says. So I'm going to go with Derrick via TKO in round 2. That's my prediction. Round 2 or round 1. As for the main event, oh my goodness, I don't want to predict this one because I have no clue in this. Derrick Lewis is unorthodox, has got some real power in his hands. So does Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt is much more orthodox and technical in his striking. So if Derrick Lewis drops his hands, Mark Hunt can cause some serious damage to that black beast ass. And he is known to drop people and walk off like no one else in the history of the game. So you got to watch out for that fight. Just 15 minutes remaining. Cold is getting worse, but still it's okay. So those are the 2 fights remaining. As you are tuned into the channel, let me request you people to drop a like. It really gets my motivation up. Okay? And if you don't like the breakfast, I'm hungry. Sorry, man. If you didn't like the broadcast, it's okay. You can leave a dislike. I know Dragonfly is still waiting for that link. I remember you, bro. Just wait a second. My contacts have not yet called me yet, so I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So if you're watching this on your mobile phone, let me see. Yeah, this is probably the only link which might work, okay? Not sure. I'm not sure. It's a Dragonfly. I'm not sure. But generally, if you go and search for UFC fights on this website, you may get lucky. There's a 50-50, if I may say. Many people on the channel have told me that this link does not work half the time, and I agree. But it also works half the other time, so it's worth giving a shot. It's a Dragonfly. That's what my contacts are telling me, that you should probably check this link out. That's the best I can do, because I generally suggest listeners to the channel to watch this on television, because mobile phones have a lot of buffering issues, and depending on your region, you might have problems in watching the fights on mobile. It's not really supported. So if you have television with you, I can give you a bunch of channels to watch these fights on. I've already given you once, and I'm going to give it to you like you are the sandblasted hooker John Jones just finished up. And these are the channels. Available on XBMC, Kodi, and cable near a theater near you. Isn't that how they say for movies? Daniel Kelly, though, is on a 6 out of 7 win streak. Daniel Kelly. See, the problem is Derrick Brunson is known to have some weird striking in the house. Okay? So he goes with his chin exposed, if you noticed in the Anderson Silva fight. So if he doesn't leave his chin exposed, it's an easy win for Derrick Brunson. But logic has always defeated me during Daniel Kelly's fights. Logic is not what these things work on. These things work on blood, guts, and determination. And I think Daniel Kelly has a lot of that. So, should be a close one. I'm really, really pumped for the main event, though. Super Samoan versus the Black Beast. I don't think you can get a better UFC fight right now. Maybe except Cain Velasquez versus Stipe Miocic. And maybe Francis Ngannou versus Junior Dos Santos. Those are the 2 fights which will probably be a little bit better than this one. But man, is this one right up there in the podium for the best heavyweight fight to make right now. Lots of finishes in this fight card, and it's been a great, great night of fights. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fights and 3 finishes already in UFC Fight Night Auckland. Lewis versus Hunt. Oh God. It's a Dragonfly. Hopefully you're still listening. Do try out the link. Would be much appreciated. If it doesn't work, see guys, I'm telling you, not guaranteeing anything here. Just giving the best information I can from different sources on the internet. So please, pardon me if one of these links don't work, okay? I'm not some official UFC broadcasting company. I don't get paid to do this, and I'm broke already. That's why I'm doing this on a Sunday morning, because pretty much, why would anybody wake up before 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning? And I'm up from 6 a.m. today, breaking these fights down. So come on. If that doesn't deserve a subscription, I don't know what will. I should probably bang that sub button. I know I'm kind of repeating the same shit again and again in terms of subscription, but that's how YouTube works. You need subscriptions to make money. You need likes to make money. How much money? Probably $10. Probably. Not more than that, but hey, $10 is important, man. Come on. When you're grinding like this, every little cent means a lot. Okay? Meanwhile, let me drink some water. Let's see. Let's have a look. How many people are here? Oh, man. Still 400? Come on. Come on. Let's see. July 8th. International Fight Week. What is going to happen there? Nunes versus Shevchenko. Romero versus Whitaker. Lawler versus Cerrone. Verdum versus Overeem. My goodness, what the fuck? Pettis versus Miller. Wow, this card is stacked. Where the hell is this card? I want to have a look immediately. Yes, the card is called UFC 213 for International Fight Week, July 8th and 9th. We have the Women's Bantamweight Championship between the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, versus the Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko. They've already fought once, and Amanda Nunes got a unanimous decision victory. But Shevchenko points out that she was winning the 3rd round. So she thinks that Amanda Nunes cannot defend in a 5-round fight. And she is expecting to push her to the brink. The co-main event is between Yoel Romero versus Robert the Reaper Whitaker. Soldier of God and the Reaper. Will devil prevail over heaven? So that is going to be a real interesting fight between future challengers. That is the co-main event. Then we have my favorite fight in UFC welterweight in a long time. Robbie Lawler comes back into action after his defeat at the hands of Tyron Woodley, and he fights Cowboy Donald Cerrone. We also have heavyweights number 3 and number 1 Fabricio Cavallo Verdum going up against Alexander Gustafsson, Alistair the Reem Overeem. These guys have also fought before, and they are 1 each, I think, in previous encounters. We also have Anthony Showtime Pettis in coming back to lightweight. Interesting to see him back at lightweight, going up against Jim Miller. And Travis Brown is going to be fighting Alexei Oleinik. If you remember who Alexei Oleinik is, I know you don't. Let me remind you. He's called as the Boa Constrictor. He's from Russia, bro. And he finished from an Ezekiel choke from bottom. And if you know any jiu-jitsu at all, that is literally amazing. Go watch his previous fight. Alexei Olenek finishes his opponent while he is down and goes for an Ezekiel choke from bottom and finishes the fight. He's going to fight Travis Brown, and he wants to take this fight to the ground for sure. Do I think Travis Brown has any chance? He has a very slim chance. I think he's too busy sandblasting Ronda Rousey's ass. That is why he's not working on his game. That's what I feel about Hapa. No disrespect, but I really do feel he had potential. He knocked out Overeem, if you remember. So he has good potential, but Alexei Olenek is the real deal, guys. So I'm going to pick Alexei Olenek for UFC 213. I'm going to pick Showtime Pettis for the rematch against Jim Miller, I think. I'm going to pick the Overeem against Fabricio Verdun. I don't know who to pick between Lawler and Cerrone. Please don't ask me to do that. I'm going to pick Romero against Whitaker. And I'm going to pick Valentina Shevchenko against Amanda Nunes. Yes, that's a controversial pick, but I think Shevchenko has enough gas in the tank to take it to 5 rounds and finish Amanda Nunes in round 5. That is my prediction for UFC 213, which is going to happen on July 8th. Don't miss it. And we're going to be streaming just like today for that particular event. So if you subscribe, you can have some goofy ass fun with the Indian guy breaking down fights for you. And as we speak, we have dropped down to only 13 listeners. What the fuck? Oh, really? Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet of you, Thomas Wilson. Really, really appreciate that comment. Whew. Which dude scares me? Me? Do I look scary? I know I look goofy. Who are you talking about, Dark Foggy? Let me know in the comment, bro. Man, Thomas Wilson just made my day. Shit, I'm getting emotional and all. That's a really kind comment there, Thomas Wilson. Not a lot of people are as kind as you, sir. And you deserve a thumbs up from me. For sure. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. You mean Alexei Olenek, right? Dar Foggy, I hear you. He has got, I think, 5 Ezekiel choke victories already. I didn't even knew how to do an Ezekiel choke. After watching his fight, I went to my gym. I was practicing it with my instructor, and it's a pretty difficult choke to pull out from top, and he pulled it out from bottom. That means he's got a lot of strength, and your hand strength has to be immensely good to pull off the Ezekiel choke. So that guy is, really up there in my book. Daniel Kelly, meanwhile, entering the octagon for his fight against Derrick Brunson. Let's see. Number 15 ranked Daniel Kelly has got the 5th longest active win streak in the middleweight division. He has got 4 in a row. 2nd highest takedown defense in UFC middleweight history also for Daniel Kelly. So that is really interesting to note. He's got that dad bod going. He's 39 years old, but he has got some good takedown defense going in for him. Derrick Brunson, though, wants to stand and bang most of the time. He fights out of Wilmington in America. And he is coming off a loss from his last fight against Anderson Silva, which was pretty controversial. I felt he did pretty okay, but the judges gave it to Silva. I did not complain for it, but Derrick Brunson pretty much and the entire MMA community complained to him and the UFC about that decision. But he wants to bounce back immediately. Wants to get back into that win column. Well built, 6.5 feet tall. Pretty rangy opponent for most fighters. But the only deficiency in his striking is he leaves his chin open, just like Yoel Romero's fight. he got knocked out and TKO'd. One of the 5 UFC fighters with a submission, 1-minute KO, and a 1-minute submission. He also has the 4th shortest average fighting time, and he's a 3-time Division II All-American wrestler. 3-time All-American is Derrick Brunson. He has the 4th shortest fight time in UFC middleweight history. Only 7 minutes has he fought in total. Let's see the tail of the tape. Brunson is 33. Kelly is 39. Brunson is 1 inch taller and will have a 7-inch reach advantage. That is a huge reach advantage for Derrick Brunson. Daniel Kelly's hands are really, really small. They are smaller than mine. I have a 72-inch reach. He has only 70 inches, and I'm just a lightweight, man. Not even a middleweight. So really short hands for Daniel Kelly, but his legs are really big. He is the underdog, plus 215, as per the Las Vegas odds. And he fights out of Melbourne, Australia. Let's go back to the official UFC page for breaking down the fights. This is the co-main event. You don't gotta go nowhere. Keep it locked in here, because we are about to feel the pain between Derrick Brunson and Daniel Kelly. Brunson has 16 wins and 5 losses. He is the minus 275 favorite in this fight. And I do feel that is a honest assessment of his abilities. He should be able to get a knockout or TKO. But weirder things have known to happen in the UFC before. So I'm not going to go for any serious predictions. But I feel that Derrick Brunson has got it in him to get the decision or TKO victory. Daniel Kelly got to be careful early in the first round. Got to keep it patient. If it goes to the later rounds, Daniel Kelly can bring it back. So got to keep it slow here. Here we go. Will they touch gloves? Yes, they do. Derrick Brunson fighting out of southpaw. Daniel Kelly also fighting out of the southpaw stand. Blue trunks for Daniel Kelly. White trunks for Brunson. Brunson on the back foot early. Daniel Kelly pressurizing him with some feints. Left straight is the preferred punch for Derrick Brunson. Same for Daniel Kelly. Kelly fights out of a very weird stance, very low stance. Brunson wants to come up on top, does not connect. Brunson's uncharacteristically patient here. Wants to go for that oblique kick, John Jones style. Does not connect for Brunson. Left straight, also not connecting for Daniel Kelly. Not a lot of action early in round 1. 4 minutes, 3, 2, 1. 4 minutes remaining in the first round for UFC Fight Night New Zealand's co-main event. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked in to MMA Live. Oh, left straight connects for Brunson, and Kelly is out. Wow, one punch. That was quick. Told you. I told you. Wow. What power, man. What power by Brunson. Daniel Kelly is still out. Ooh, that is painful. I'm like, dang. Whew. Smoked him. Jab, jab, boom on the chin. The good old 1-2 and follow-up punches, hammer fist. Daniel Kelly's out. He's out even before he hit the ground. He folded like an accordion. Just simple. Throw the jab, get the attention, and boom! Very similar to Conor McGregor's left hand. Straight and precise. Lands on the chin, and Daniel Kelly is going to La La Land. Ooh, Brunson with a comeback victory out of nowhere gets his career right back on track. Good stuff. Good stuff. All finishes, guys. All finishes in the last 4 fights. Can you get any better than this? I really doubt it. Because the first finish came in the flyweight division. Tim Elliott got surprised by Ben Nguyen in the flyweight division and got the rear naked choke early in round 1. One more round 1 finish for Ian Cutelaba, getting the TKO victory against Henrique the Silva. The Silva was going for the plum, left hook over the top, and he finishes the fight. Then we had the sand-blasting hooker from Australia, Dan the Hangman Hooker, going up against Ross Pearson. Pearson had some good exchanges in round 2, but then beautiful knee on the break for Dan Hooker, and TKO victory once more for the New Zealand fighter. Then we had Derrick Brunson and Daniel Kelly. Not a lot of time for these fights, man. These fights are ending fast. Derrick Brunson getting a beautiful 1-2. The one doesn't connect. Whiffs the one and then straight left to the chin. And Daniel Kelly is out. Follow-up punch is not really necessary, but the referee stepped in pretty quick. And Daniel Kelly is now officially on his first loss in his last 5 fights. Wow. And we are all set for the main event of the evening. The Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, is gonna go up against the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. What a punch landed by Brunson. Just clinical, man. Just precise on the chin, just where you will get knocked out. Brian Stan, the greatest living American, is doing the post-fight interviews. Derrick Brunson now has the most middleweight victories since 2012. He has got 8 victories right now. So he's on a good place after his loss to Anderson Silva. Man, I don't want to call it an amateur mistake, but you cannot drop your hands at this level. I don't know why these guys don't get it. Gotta have some tight defense, man. Gotta hold it. Gotta move some head. I'm not a stand-up guy, but come on. Daniel Kelly, come on. He's got notable victories over Gegard Mousasi, Yoel Romero. Oh, no. He ties Gegard Mousasi, Yoel Romero, and Jacare Souza for the most victories since 2012 in the middleweight division. So that's really good for Derrick Brunson there. See, you have to have a high guard. That's basic right there. Come on. If you're going to let your guard out for such a rangy fighter, and I told you how rangy Derrick Brunson is, he's got a 7-inch reach advantage compared to Daniel Kelly. And Kelly has small hands, so he was like doing this, and then boom, it's over. It's over. Can't recover from those kind of punches. Wow, all set though, all set for the main event. Mark Hunt was born in this country, which is hosting this Fight Night event. Derrick Lewis, born in America, as they would say, America. And he is called the Black Beast for a reason. He has finished most of his fights, and he is riding the highest win streak in UFC heavyweight division right now. He's on a 6-fight win streak, Derrick Lewis. And I'm expecting a war similar to Hunt versus Silva. If you remember that fight, Antonio Bigfoot Silva versus Mark Hunt, it was a 5-round war, which became a draw eventually. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Meanwhile, they're showing Ronda Rousey's defeat against Amanda Nunes in UFC 213. It was all 1-2, 1-2 all day. Basic stuff. And Ronda Rousey was silenced forever. 1-2 all day, every day. Don't you guys notice a pattern these days? Let's look at it in detail. I want to break these things down because I see these things. Last week, Jose Aldo got defeated by the same combination. 1-2. Twice by Max Holloway. Today, Derrick Brunson lands the same combination. Whiffs the 1, lands the 2. Ronda Rousey got defeated by Amanda Nunes by that same combination. 1-2 to the head again and again. It's the basics which matter. It's always the basics. Have a good stance, land with power, and it's going to be over. You just need one opening to finish your opponent. Is Mark Hunt good with the straight? Of course. Don't you remember his fight with Frank Mir? He was feinting, and boom! Out of nowhere, finishes Frank Mir with a walk-off KO. So if there is anybody who is known for his walk-off KOs, it's Mark Hunt. But Black Beast Derrick Lewis also has got a solid right hand. If you remember in his last fight, he knocked out Travis Brown with a beautiful right hook over the top while coming in and then landing some ground and pound and hammer fists and finishing the fight. So it's going to be real interesting to watch this one. Real interesting. I'm hyped as fuck. Don't mistake me. I look a little dull, but I'm hyped as fuck. The only problem is my cold. And I'm tired, no sleep, Sunday morning, what the fuck. But still, gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta change the broke lifestyle, bro. Gotta change it. Gotta do something. Built a new PC, which you can see on the background right there. I don't know whether you guys can see it or not. Custom made RX 580 in the house. Budget build. Assembled everything. If you're into PC building and shit, you would know what I'm saying. Trying to get into cryptocurrency mining. I hear that's the new shit these days. So I'm going to try that out. Gotta keep the A game up. Gotta sling some dick. That's what we do here. Never give up. Keep grinding. Eventually, things will work out. That's what my mom and dad taught me. That's what I'm doing. So hopefully, gotta get some subs, man. Gotta get those subs going. Come on. UFC 213. Nunes Shevchenko 2. Romero Whittaker for the interim middleweight title. Lawler versus Cowboy. Verdum versus Overeem. And Pettis versus Miller. Man, that is the card of the year, if you know me. 18-4 record for Derrick Lewis, number 6 ranked heavyweight. Second most finishes in recent UFC history for the Black Beast. And he's tied for the most finishes and most consecutive victories in UFC with 6. Super Samoan, 12 wins and 11 losses. Notable victories over Frank Mir, Mirko Krokop, and Stefan Skyscraper Struve, who he KO'd after walking off. No, after walking off towards his direction, he KO'd him and then walked off. Mark Hunt, one of the greatest punchers the game has ever seen, is up next. Okay. You're going for Black Beast, huh? Okay. Thomas Wilson going for the Black Beast. Anyone else? Let's get it going. I'm going to go with... I don't know, man. It's too close. It's just too close. Okay, I'm going to go for broke, and I'm also going to go for the Black Beast. So that is 2 predictions in favor of Black Beast. Anyone else? Dar Foggy? Real Mellow? Still listening to the stream, hopefully? I didn't forget you, bro. Come on, let me know in the comments what do you feel. The Twitter poll is pretty close, 52% leaning in favor of Derrick Lewis, 48% leaning in favor of Mark Hunt. It's a pick'em fight. It could be anybody's. Game. Darfoggy says Lewis. So 3 picks for Lewis till now. Any other listener? Let me know what you think for the main event, which is about to start in Auckland, New Zealand, the same country where Mark Hunt was born and raised. Meanwhile, John Gooden and Brian Stan doing the commentary and networking work for today's event. If Derrick Lewis wins this, he's got a good shot at fighting for a number 1 contenders match after this, for sure. I think Derrick Lewis should fight Francis Ngannou next. That should be a barn burner of a fight. Imagine 2 black gentlemen slinging it in the middle of the ring at 265 pounds. Man, that is a wet dream for most women, not me. But that is an incredible prospect after this. But he can also go up and fight the winner of Verdum versus Overeem. That could also happen. I think that's the more appropriate decision right now. And whoever loses between Verdum and Overeem should then fight Francis Ngannou. That's the right way of doing these fights, I feel. So Ngannou versus the loser of Verdum and Overeem. And Lewis or Hunt. If Hunt wins, I don't think he should fight both of them because he's been defeated by both of them. But if Derrick Lewis wins, I think he should fight the winner of Fabricio Verdum versus Overeem, which is happening in a month's time. .30 right here on the channel for the main event. A lot of victories by KO for the Black Beast. He always has that slanging and banging style. They got a good promo for this one, though. They got a great promo cut for this one. Lewis vs. Hunt by Joe Rogan, as usual. One of my favorite fighters and commentators of all time. Joe Rogan Experience. Love that show. Mark Hunt, though, the way he knocked out Antonio Silva, the way he knocked out Struve, Frank Mir. Man, this guy is a highlight reel. The way he knocked out Roy Nelson. Nobody has knocked out Roy Nelson ever. And he knocked him out with one punch and walked off. He said, he's not getting up. It's okay. It's done. That is how powerful Mark Hunt is. But the problem is the reach. Reach is what decides most fights in terms of pacing, in terms of you committing to something. So that is what I feel in terms of reach. It doesn't decide the ending of the fight, but it definitely decides the pacing of the fight. So if the Black Beast is careful, he can be on the outside, throw some punches, get out. Or maybe close the distance. Don't let Mark Hunt swing away at you. Both approaches will work. Both of these guys weighed in at 265 pounds. 265 pounds is the limit for the heavyweights. 120 kilos. That's literally double of mine. Literally. 110 pounds more than what I weigh in. Meanwhile, Super Samoan is about to enter the octagon for the very first time in his home country of New Zealand. This is the first time Mark Hunt is fighting here. Really special moment for the Super Samoan. The crowd just went nuts. He was born in South Auckland, New Zealand. This is the first time he's fighting in the UFC in Auckland. He has fought 2 times before in Muay Thai before this. Man, he looks happy and he looks much more in shape than any of his previous fights. He's coming prepared for a war. That's what I feel. A lot of show of respect by the team. He looks much better in shape. Last 5 victories are all by KO for Mark Hunt. He's tied 3rd for the most post-fight awards in UFC heavyweight history. He's got 6 post-fight awards. And he has got 72.2% takedown defense, which is the 4th highest in UFC history for heavyweights. So great takedown defense. I don't think Derrick Lewis wants to take him down. This is going to be a war, or this is going to end pretty well. I don't question Mark Hunt's chin, but off late he's been getting knocked out far too early. If you remember, Fabricio Verdum knocked him out. If you remember, Alistair Overeem knocked him out. So yeah, his chin is getting a little weaker, but he's known to have a strong chin generally. He's got some good chin there. The only problem is he is my height. He's only 5'11", Mark Hunt. But he's built like a tank, I agree. But he is a little short, so that could be problems for him in order to reach Derrick Lewis. But if I think about it again, the way he finished Stefan Struve, that was a pretty tall fighter too. So could be anybody's game right here. Keeping it locked in from the last 2.5 hours. Thank you to all the listeners to the stream. Really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. To all the listeners who are joining into the stream. All set. Whew. Fights out of New Orleans, Los Angeles. Derrick Lewis is so gangster, he wore slippers to the octagon. He's like, fuck shoes. Fuck Reebok. He just wore some slippers. Like some fake ass slippers. Oh my goodness, the Black Beast is so big. Oh no. He's probably the heaviest guy I've seen in a long time. Longest active win streak in the heavyweight division right now, 6 wins. Most knockout wins in UFC since 2014. 8 knockouts for Derrick Lewis. And 16 out of 18 victories in his career have come via KO for the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. All set for the main event. From Auckland, New Zealand. Will it be the Super Samoan or will it be the Black Beast? The consensus pick from our listeners today has been Derrick Lewis as the slight favorite in terms of the odds right here on MMA Live, but the Las Vegas odds might be a little different. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. Lewis is 32. Mark Hunt is probably the oldest UFC fighter fighting. He's 43. Mark Hunt is 5 feet 10, 72-inch reach. Lewis is 6 feet 3 and 79 inches reach. So 7 inches reach advantage, 5 inches height advantage for the Black Beast. And that is really, really significant in a fight like this. This is a 5-round fight, guys. Don't forget, 5 rounds. This could easily be the best heavyweight fight of all time, which is about to happen. The judges are Howie Booth, Barry Foley, and some other douchey ass. Mark Goddard is the referee. Looks like John McCarthy and Herb Dean refused to travel all the way to New Zealand, as it's really far away for most people. Introducing first is the Super Samoan, obviously, and the crowd just went bonkers on the arena's floor as they are introducing the Super Samoan, who's 5 feet 10. Let's look at the odds. He fights out of Sydney, Australia. The underdog plus 120. That's a very slight underdog right there. Really slight underdog. It's a pick'em here as per Las Vegas odds. He's ranked number 7 though, and he's coming off a loss to Alistair Overeem in his previous fight. It's called the Super Samoan for a reason. Let's see how's the Black Beast gonna respond. 6 feet 3 plus 150. Sorry, minus 150 favorite is a Black Beast. 18-4, 1-0 contest. He fights out of Houston, Texas, by way of USA, Los Angeles. Number 6 ranked, the Black Beast is all set to go. Let's see who takes the center, whether Derrick Lewis keeps it on the outside or whether Mark Hunt wants to stand and bang. Derrick Lewis put up his gloves thrice. Mark Hunt touched it only once. I just hope that Derrick Lewis is not respecting Mark Hunt too much, because Mark Hunt will kill you if he wants to. 5-minute round, guys. Heavyweights generally don't go 5 minutes, but this one could easily go that distance. They touch gloves. Standing in the center. Orthodox stance for both gentlemen. Good teep kick by Lewis to open the proceedings. 4 minutes 50 seconds. Wind up that clock and watch it with us. Lewis want to go for that high kick though. Really telegraphed that one. So Mark Hunt was like, okay, not happening. Lewis always want to go for that kick. This would be a one-hitter quitter if this goes at this pace, because these guys are measuring themselves like gladiators in an arena. Immediate reactions by Mark Hunt for all the feints given by Derrick Lewis. Mark Hunt fights really well when he's the aggressor. He does not fight well when he's on the back foot. Slowly pressuring the Black Beast. Oh, good switch kick to the body by Derrick Lewis. Oh, beautiful outside leg kick. Hard one by Lewis. Hunt is slowly cutting off all distance. Anytime now, Hunt will pressure. Oh, good left hook connects for Hunt. Lewis took it. High kick once more by Lewis. Lands on the hand. Does not connect. Left hook connected for Hunt there. For a moment, Lewis was in trouble. Lewis knew that this guy doesn't mess around. Again, feints. Lot of feints by Mark Hunt. Slowly pushing him behind the cage. Good kick to the shoulder. Lot of kicks thrown by Derrick Lewis though. Really interesting. Lewis cannot drop his hands. Mark Hunt will snipe you. Oh, beautiful straight connects, but Lewis shrugs it off. Mark Hunt slowly but surely feeling it. Feinting to the body, going up on top. That is the business of the Samoan, generally. I don't know why Lewis is getting backed up to the corner always. He has to push the pace. High kick does not connect. Oh, good uppercut by Lewis. Got the attention of the Samoan. Lewis again getting backed up to the cage, similar to Junior Dos Santos. Oh, beautiful elbow. Drops him. Nailed him, but looks like he went for a takedown. Does not connect. Oh, uppercut. Ate it. Lewis just ate it. Very few people have ate that uppercut before this. Straight by Lewis. Good connection. Man, this is a back and forth fight. The only problem is Lewis keeps getting backed up to the cage. That is what he needs to avoid. Wants to go for some spinning shit. Does not connect. Don't sell wolf tickets, homie. Mark Hunt slowly but surely gaining in confidence. Oh, connection by the Black Beast. Mark Hunt in trouble, but shrugs it off. Reset to the center. 1 minute remaining. Want to go for that left hook? Does not connect. Evaded out of the way by the Black Beast. This one could go 5 round, people. Good jab by Derrick Lewis. Mark Hunt staying patient. Beautiful outside leg kick. Wow, that was hard. Sad, man. These heavyweights hit hard. Whew, my leg would have gotten broken by now with that leg kick. Serious. Oh, 1-2 does not connect. Evaded by Mark Hunt. Oh, wants to go for a knee. Derrick Lewis. Mark Hunt really intelligent in moving out of the way. Good teep kick to the body by Lewis. 10 seconds remaining. High kick. Could be anybody's round. A beautiful outside leg kick. Caught the leg, kicked the other leg. Beautiful stuff by Samoan. Round 1 comes to a finish. Mark Hunt is bleeding from his forehead. Maybe an accidental headbutt. Probably. Whew. Free links, guys. Carlson Lashe, thank you very much for joining the streams. Lewis got to take him down. I agree, but Mark Hunt has a 72% takedown defense, guys. So don't underestimate that. This is going to be a long night if it goes like this. I'm telling you. This is the fight to watch right now. Where are you, MMA fans? Come on to the comment section. Let me know who do you think would win this fight. Let's go. Whew, so pumped. Round 1, I would say probably in favor of the Samoan. I gotta go there because the way he caught that leg, got some good leg kicks going. Could be anybody's round though. Not disputing the fact. But I'm just gonna go with Samoan for round 1. If I was the judge, probably going... Oh, he checked the leg. Oh, yeah. When Mark Hunt checked that leg kick, man, that was some shin-to-shin action right there. Round 2, here we go. 4 minutes 55, sync it up. Oh, Derrick Lewis wants to go for that switch roundhouse again and again. Mark Hunt staying patient. Much more intensity early in round 2. Mark Hunt wants to go for that outside leg kick. Again, feints the body, wants to go for the head. Teep kick does not connect for Lewis. Lewis is sweating profusely, guys. I did not expect his cardio to stay 5 rounds. I expect Mark Hunt's cardio to stay 5 rounds. No problems there. Oh, good right hand over the top. Clipped him at the back of the neck, but Mark Hunt eats it. Eats it like a super Samoan that he is. Mark Hunt still really patient here. Only feints. Oh, beautiful kick to the thigh by Lewis. Oh, good knee by Lewis. Wants to go for some crazy shit right there. If you remember Fabricio Verdum style knockout, he went for that. Mark Hunt still shrugs it off. His chin is holding up right now. Chin is still holding up. Oh, right hand connects for Hunt. Lewis eats it. Back and forth. Back and forth action. Really close, guys. Really close right now. I cannot say who's having the advantage, but probably I'm going towards Hunt right now. Man, Kane versus Miocic would be great. I agree. I agree to the listeners. I also agree Ngannou versus any of these two guys would be epic. Francis the Predator. Wow, that would have been a fight too. But these guys are slugging it out. Lewis is sweating profusely. Visibly slowed down, I think, already by all the kicks he's thrown in the fight. Really, razor's edge right now. Poke to the eye. Oh, poke to the eye. Oh, that was unfortunate. They're giving him some time. Oh, the doctors are checking his eye? What? Oh, shit. That was in it. Oh, my goodness. No. That was inside. He was like, yeah. Inside the eye. That was sad. They're going to restart the fight. Are they going to deduct a point? They're not deducting a point here, but Lewis want to go for that left high kick, man. I'm telling you. Lewis got a breath of fresh air after that break. Hunt, though, keeping the pressure. Oh, good punch by both men. Staggered back. Mark Hunt staggered back more from that punch. Hunt got to be careful, man. Lewis is good at countering. Lewis is really good. The only question is his cardio. Mark Hunt pressurizing the action once more. 2:15. Good check of the leg kick by Mark Hunt. Switch high kick? Is this even heavyweights? Switch high kick by Lewis, blocked by Mark Hunt. Mark wants to go for that left straight, man. That's what he wants to go for. Sorry, right straight. Not connecting, though. Outside leg kick whips past Lewis. Julian Leon, thank you for joining the stream. Jojo Pescula, once more, thank you for joining the stream. Oh, knee to the body. Once more by Lewis. Mark Hunt is dropping his hands for some reason late in round 2. This is not good for him. Right now, I would give the advantage to Lewis in this round. Oh, punch connects for Hunt. That one got the attention of Lewis. Lewis might be in trouble. Oh, left hook connects for Hunt. Lewis is in trouble. Lewis could be in trouble. Oh, right hand connects for Hunt once more. Lewis is taking it like a man. Nobody's taking these punches. Oh, 1-2 connects once more for Hunt. Lewis is staggered. 50 seconds remaining. Uppercut by Lewis, though. Wow. Mark Hunt going for the finish still. Lewis is playing possum, I guess. Oh, right hook connects for Lewis. Mark Hunt just takes it. Oh, problem for Hunt now. Lewis firing back. What a fight. Mark Hunt has to be careful for dropping the hands. Oh, left hook for Lewis. Mark Hunt is getting frustrated. He's dropping hammer fists while he wants to go for that uppercut. That's all I feel. Oh, good high kick by Lewis, though. Oh, good left hook. Good left hook once again by Hunt. That was a dominant finish to the round by Mark Hunt. Whew, what a fight. What a fight. Thank you very much. That is, according to me, 2 rounds in the books for Mark Hunt. And that's really close. First could be anybody's game. Man, that counter elbow, beautiful. While coming in, step off to the side and boom. Good stuff. Couple of good left hooks. Lewis, though, man, the only guy I've seen taking this much damage without bleeding is Derrick Lewis, man. Derrick Lewis can take a punch. If there's anybody, it's Derrick Lewis, man. I'm impressed with this guy. He's a beast. He's called the Black Beast for a reason. I'm impressed, Derrick. I'm impressed. But this could easily be even or could be slightly in favor of Mark Hunt right now. That's what I feel. Slightly in favor of Mark Hunt. Maybe 2-0 or 1-1 easily with slight advantage to Mark Hunt right now. Can we get a finish? Round 3. Sweating profusely is Derrick the Black Beast, Lewis. Again, he wants to go for that left high kick again and again. Good punch to the body. Good teep kick by Lewis. Again, pressurizing him with a lot of feints. Hunt backs him up against the cage. Not good for Lewis. Slowly moves away. Hunt, though, very good at closing distance. Closing any exit routes. Couple of good jabs. Oh, left hook does not connect. Good knee to the body by Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis wants to pour it on, but does not connect with a lot of punches. Good flurry by Lewis, though. Good knee to the body. Mark Hunt's head movement is on point right now, but one of these laser-guided missiles, if it hits you, whew, it's over. Jabs exchanged by both gentlemen. Swinging badly is Black Beast Derrick Lewis. Good jab connects. Hunt has to keep his hands up. So does Derrick. Mark Hunt is just making him miss right now. Sweating profusely is Derrick right now. Oh, right hook barely misses for Mark Hunt. Uppercut does not connect. Good defense by Hunt in this fight, but both men are tiring. Both men are really tiring. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining if you want to sync this up. Once again, appreciate all the listeners joining into the stream. Man, this has been a great fight night. If there ever was one. Hunt with a beautiful jab. Hunt is just waiting, patiently waiting. Jabs exchange one more time. Derrick Lewis, though, swinging wildly once more. Mark Hunt says, bring it, son. Don't go back. Let's stand and bang. Good head movement by Mark Hunt, though, throughout the fights. Oh, left hook connects for Hunt. Partially blocked by Lewis. I'm surprised at the gas tank of Derrick Lewis. If I'm surprised by anything in this fight, I'm really surprised by the gas tank that Derrick Lewis has. Good jab by Derrick once again. If there ever could be a possibility of a 5-round heavyweight fight, this is it, guys. Oh, beautiful left hook. That one landed by Mark Hunt. Left hook is landing all day for Hunt. Good teep kick by Lewis in the middle of all of this. Oh, beautiful connection by both men. Both men. I think stronger connection by Lewis in that one. How is Lewis standing? Wants to go for a takedown. Seriously, Lewis wanted to go for a single. Mark Hunt just shrugged it off. The reach is causing Hunt some problems. That's what the issue is. Oh, wanted to go for a beautiful 1-2, but Lewis just grazed it. Left hook connects for Hunt again. Lewis is dropping his hands completely. Good punch to the body by Hunt. Lewis is completely standing straight. One more punch to the body by Hunt. Oh, good left by Lewis though. Heavy breaths. Good kick to the body by Mark Hunt. Lewis is tiring, man. Lewis is tiring. 40 seconds remaining. Really heavy breaths by Derrick Lewis. Conditioning of Mark Hunt on point as always. Good punch to the body once more by Hunt. I think Hunt realizes that body is the weakness for Derrick Lewis. If you remember his last fight against Travis Brown, he had trouble in his bowel movements. Lewis is in trouble, man. I'm telling you, he's not feeling good inside the octagon. He has hands on his hips. Oh, one punch does not connect for Hunt. Hunt. Oh, good left hook. Oh, 10 seconds remaining. Round comes to an end. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks like hometown advantage for Hunt. I would have to give it 3 rounds to Hunt right now, guys. Real problems with cardio for Derrick Lewis. Real problems right now. But he's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. Gotta respect that. Gotta really respect that. What a fight. Back and forth. These guys are throwing some leather. Man, some great kicks by Hunt on that round. Can Derrick Lewis recover from this, or is this going to be a unanimous decision for Hunt? Wow. Championship rounds, but no championship on the line. Round 4 and 5 in the house. Meanwhile, if you like the play-by-play and fight analysis, do leave a sub and maybe leave a like while you're at it. Thank you very much for the patient listening. Round 4, 4 minutes 54 seconds remaining. Hunt, it seems the urgency is in his blood right now. Lewis wants to feint that uppercut all day. Again, sweating profusely is Lewis. Far taller, far more bulkier fighter. Beautiful outside leg kick by Mark Hunt, who is looking fresh as a cucumber if there ever was one. Lot of pressure, lot of control by Mark Hunt in these rounds, but he's still staying patient. Good punch to the body by Hunt. Offensively, Derrick Lewis is not doing much. I don't think Lewis can knock Hunt out with so much problems with his gas tank right now. So Hunt is staying patient. And he's picking his shots whenever he can. He's walking him down, picking his shots. Good left hook by Lewis. High kick grazes the neck of the Super Samoan. Hunt. Oh, good kick to the thigh by Lewis. Oh my goodness, what a hard leg kick by Mark Hunt. Ooh, my leg. I can feel it here. Oh, connection for Hunt. Lewis still in it. Right straight, man. Most people would have been dead by now. Lewis is just taking it. That was a clean connection by Hunt. What a chin. What a warrior is the Black Beast, man. He is in trouble, I'm telling you. Hunt is like smiled at him. You're in trouble, mate? Man. Oh, left hook for Lewis. These heavyweights, though. Good punch to the body by Hunt. Wobbly legs for Hunt, man. Sorry, wobbly legs for Lewis. A lot of problems. I think he wants to shit his pants. Good punch to the body again by Hunt. Lewis still game, man. Still game. He's always trying to catch his breath. He does not have enough power in his hands. I really do feel that. Man, he's winging. Deep breaths by Lewis again. Hunt is just evading to the body once more by Hunt. Beautiful planning of the fight by Mark Hunt, man. This is a clinic in defense and planned offense. Oh, right hook connects over the top. Lewis still taking it. Jab by Lewis though. Standing there. He's wobbly on his feet. Good jab by Hunt. Anytime now. Anytime. Hunt is feeling it. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. Oh my goodness. One more punch to the body. He's digging to the body over and over again, Hunt, on this round. Digging to the body, making him feel tired. Oh, 1-2. Problems. Lewis is almost out of it. Very, very wobbly is Derrick Lewis. Oh, jumping knee. Hunt blocks it, sort of. Black Beast, man. Oh, Derrick Lewis is almost out. Punches and bunches. Oh, they stopped the fight. They stopped the fight. Oh my goodness. Mark Hunt wins in his hometown. Wow. Man, Derrick Lewis is a beast though. Wow. He was just too tired. He's getting hit by elbows, couple of punches. And I think Mark got it, realized that this is it. I think it's enough for him. But what a performance by the Super Samoan, Mark Hunt. Welcome to the South Pacific, Black Beast, where the true savages reside. What a comment by D51. Whoo! Man, what a war. I've got a lot of respect for Black Beast, man. I'm telling you, most people would have fallen down and got KO'd by then. But Black Beast still took it. It's just exhaustion, man. Mark Hunt, though, pouring it on. Non-stop pressure over and over again. 1, 2. Went to the body with the elbow. Old school. Old school savage style by Mark Hunt. It was a really smart decision for the referee to... Beautiful victory for Mark Hunt, man. Beautiful victory. Thank you to all the listeners who are watching the stream. Really appreciate the support. While you are here, let me request one thing and one thing only. Do tune in to every MMA fight possible, because this is the fastest growing sport on planet Earth. If there ever was one, let me give you a quick update on UFC Fight Night, Auckland, New Zealand. The first fight on the prelims was JJ Aldrich versus Chan Mi Jeon. Chan Mi Jeon fought back really well in the later rounds, but JJ Aldrich had done enough for a decision victory for the fight opener. Then we had Kichi Kurimoto going up against Zach Otto. Zach Otto pouring it on in the stand-up and getting 2 takedowns for the decision victory. Then we had John Moraga up against Askam Mokhatrian. This was also a dominant performance for John Moraga. Beautiful control and jiu-jitsu throughout the fight. Then we had newcomer Luke Jamu upsetting UFC veteran Dominic Steele. Really close round, I felt, in the third, but back and forth action. Controversial decision victory for Luke Jamu. Then we had the first finish of the evening in the featured prelim fight between Damian Brown and Vince Pichel. Vince Pichel getting the KO early in the round 1. Then we had the main card opener between Alexander Volkanovski versus the fighter from Japan, Mizuto Hirota. And man, was it a great fight. Back and forth action in round 3. but Alexander Volkanovski had done enough to get a unanimous decision 29-28. Then we had the surprise of the evening, Ben Nguyen defeating Tim Elliott via submission, rear naked choke early in round 1. Then we had Cutelaba going to Henrique de Silva's corner and doing this, and then finishing him within 26 seconds. Beautiful punches, left hook Larry, ground and pound, and finishes the fight. Then we had the sand-blasting hooker, Dan the Hangman Hooker, getting the beautiful knee on the break to KO Ross Pearson in round 2. For the co-main event, we had Derrick Brunson and Daniel Kelly, the judoka. But Brunson went old school on Daniel Kelly and landed a beautiful left straight and knocked him out cold. Lots of finishes throughout this card, and none better than the main event, Derrick Lewis and Mark Hunt. Man, what a war, back and forth action throughout the 3 rounds, but Hunt was edging Lewis just a little bit across all these rounds, just a little bit, and then Derrick Lewis ran out of gas and the referee had to stop the fight. But man, what a great fight night even this was, and if you're a true mixed martial arts fan, this is it. Thank you once again to all the listeners joining into the stream. Do leave a sub and leave a like while you're here. This is Harry from MMA Live, and I'm signing off till next week, where we will be seeing Holly Holm versus Betch Kohara for the main event at UFC Fight Night, which is going to happen in Singapore. Reasonably good card put together. We have RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos, getting back into action against Derrick Safadine. I think this is going to be in the welterweight division. Then we had Don Hyun Kim up against Colby Covington, the stun gun, against Chaos. We also have the Pitbull, Andrei Arlovsky, going up against Marcin Tibura for the co-main event. And the main, Holly Holm, the preacher's daughter, up against Betch, the Pitbull Kohara. Good night of fights assembled for next week. Don't miss it. I'm gonna sign out. Till next time. Peace.